Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Oh my gosh, you guys, my hair is like thick as hell. We are still on lockdown over here where I live, so unfortunately that means a lot of the hair salons are still closed. But I have been actually thinking about making a video of me cutting my hair because I do know certain techniques that my stylist has used on me before, and I've asked her so many questions and I feel like I kind of have the thing down. So I don't know, I might do a video of me cutting my own hair, who knows. Nothing too crazy, just literally cut it short on the sides and then like cut on top and then a little thin because I do like to spike it out. But I haven't had that hairstyle in a really long time, so I don't know how much I'm gonna like that, because now that I've had long hair, I've actually really liked it, and I finally have that little Justin Bieber haircut that I always wanted. I wanted that since like freaking 6th grade, ever since he came out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need his hairstyle. He was so cute to me. That was when I first fell in love. But anyways, yes, my hair is a mess. I know the background's a little dark, and I know that the lighting is probably not the best, but just bear with me here. I'm super sorry, guys. Only temporary. I wanted to talk about what is going on in the world today, particularly when it comes to Black Lives Matter. I basically wanted to give my opinion and give my input and, talk about what I feel like needs to change in order for us as a country to move forward. And I hope you guys don't get offended. This is not what that type of video is. I'm not going to bash anybody. I'm a very neutral person. I think that's one thing that a lot of people have to understand about me, is that I don't really choose sides unless I know in my heart that a side needs to be chosen. And in this particular case, I think a side does need to be chosen. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I've filmed probably like 4 to 7 different times just because I don't like the way it turns out. But I truly do hope you guys enjoy this video. We're all about equality. We stick together. I feel like this is not hopefully going to be a problem for us in the next coming years. But let's get into the video, let's talk about it, and yeah. Okay, first I want to start off by saying that racism has always been a problem in America for the longest times. In the recent events, when it comes to the Black community, there were 3 incidences that took place. There was Ahmaud Arbery, which he was gunned down when he was jogging by 2 white males. There was another one, was not violent, but the white woman was very vocal about, racism and her racist remarks. And then the third to last incident, which is the most recent one, which sparked everything, was the George Floyd incident. Basically, a white cop had his knee to George Floyd, and George Floyd said that he was not able to breathe, and obviously the cop ignored him, and unfortunately George Floyd died in result of that. I think if you're the type of person that ignores these types of behaviors from police officers, it only enables them to continue doing what they're doing. If we don't hold them accountable, then they're going to continue to do what they do. It's pretty much like a child. If you don't discipline your child, then your child's not going to learn anything. The kid's going to constantly do it again. I feel like I'm only able to say so much because I am obviously white and I'm not Black, so I don't feel like I am able to speak for the Black community. But since I am white, I do have a voice, and with my voice I am able to educate others and help others understand the struggles that the Black community has to go through. My sister did a TED Talk a couple months ago that basically was talking about institutional racism and how the Black community is not given enough opportunity as the white communities are. And I think when you truly do your homework and you do a lot of research and you really study this type of stuff, you come to the conclusion how unfairly the Black community is truly treated. When it comes down to them living in specific areas and people are always saying, well, that's where they belong, whatever. That's not right for you to say, because they're where they are because they are not given the same opportunities as we are, as you are, a person who is white. And I think that is something that America truly needs to accept, that we don't treat our Black citizens the way we should be. And it's kind of sad how we have to have these laws that protect us, when in reality it should just be common decency and basic human respect to treat people the way you want to be treated. When I read a lot of these comments on these videos when it comes to the murders that these police officers have committed, it really baffles me how people are so quick to say, well, if he wasn't doing this, then he wouldn't have done this. If he wouldn't have done this, then he wouldn't have gotten this. But why is it okay for someone to pull a trigger to take somebody's life? I feel like people truly don't understand how fast someone's life can be taken away. Why do police officers feel the need to kill? You know, I'm somebody that is all about equality and wants everybody to be treated equal, and I don't feel like the Black community is being treated equal in this. I know they are not being treated equal. You know, there are much more serious events that are going on now that are coming out. On Twitter, you know, there's bodies that are being found that are hung of people from the Black communities. And I think that truly makes an alarming statement that something needs to be done. And if people truly think all lives matter, do you think we would be in this place that we are in now? Do you think that there would be a civil rights movement, basically, for equality for the Black community if all lives were equal, if all lives truly mattered? If all lives truly mattered, do you think we would be in the place that we are in now, honestly? And there's a lot of talk when it comes to defunding the police, whatever. For me, because I do have a lot of family that are in law enforcement, I don't think defunding the police is a smart thing to do, because in reality we do need police officers whether we want to admit it or not. I'm going based off of my opinions and my relationships that I have with family members and family of friends. What I truly believe needs to happen is that these police officers need to be trained properly. There needs to be steps that are taken in order to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Killing for me is never the answer. Violence for me is never the answer. That's just how I grew up. You don't hit people, you don't put your hands on people, don't need a gun for damn sure. And for me, all of that is just a big no. So that's my stance. I truly don't believe anybody deserves to be murdered unless you've done something that like hurts a little kid or like does anything like that, because I don't play that. But for me, I truly don't believe anybody deserves to get shot or murdered, especially like George Floyd or Rashad have been. And you know, a lot of people can say, oh, well, police officers kill more white people than Black people or more Hispanics than this race or whatever. But I think when you really do your homework and you start to study what's really going on, you come down to a common denominator and you find out who the guilty culprit is. And I don't need to say it because I already know who it is, but I hope that you guys are able to kind of figure out that us citizens aren't really the ones with the problem. The ones with the problems are the other ones. So I think that a lot of steps need to be taken in order to kind of train our law enforcement better. I feel like the appropriate steps need to be taken depending on what type of incident is going on. Clearly, there needs to be something that is done. I would truly like if we just had like a big clean sweep. I feel like everything would be so much better if we had a clean sweep. Clean out all of the people who, you know, need to retire, because we do have a lot of older people in the government, and I feel like with that older type of mindset, you kind of want to stay in how it was back then. You don't want to make changes. You're going to want to stay there, and I feel like that's a major problem that America has now. A lot of the older generations don't want change because they're scared. They're not used to that type of change. When it comes to us millennials and us Gen Z and the younger generations, I know we are going to make this life so much better. We're going to make this world better because we know that this is our world. The only thing that is stopping us is the older generation, and the older generation knows that. You know, I think you guys truly have to understand how much the older generation has messed things up for us and is continuing to mess things up, and why we have these older people just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like we need people with like mindsets. I think we need people who are younger, who are going to introduce new things and new ways of government for us to live, because the way we are living now, it's not good. And it's going to continue to get worse if we keep following the path that we are on now. It sickens me to my stomach when I see videos like George Floyd, and you know, when I see pictures of police officers aiming weapons at little kids. That's what sickens me to my stomach, and it disappoints me because that is the place that we are at in the country. And you know, a lot of people can say that, oh, the media is trying to do a race war, whatever, but at the end of the day, when it comes to Black Lives Matter, they are just people who want to be accepted for who they are. They don't want to be judged for the color of their skin. They don't want to be treated unequal. America has already done that to them. Why do we need to continue to do that to them? Let the past be the past, because if we keep bringing up the past and if we keep reminding people of certain things, it's going to keep those emotions bottled in, and it's going to keep people in that state of mind where they're not going to want to move forward. They're going to want to stay where they are because that's just how some people operate. And it's scary. To me, Black Lives Matter is all about equality. Yes, all lives matter, but right now, the Black community is being targeted the most, and it needs to stop. And if this video truly upsets you because I'm standing up for a community, then that truly says a lot about you. And I hope one day that you will make the right decision, because if you saw somebody who was being treated unfairly, I truly hope with everything in my being that you will stand up for that person no matter what, because that's the right thing, and that's the thing that we need to do. As the world, we need to come together. We are the United States of America. We are not the divided states of America, okay? That is one thing that we have to remember. It's in the name, people. United, together, divided, apart. We are not the divided states, okay? One thing I've definitely learned about this is that I do have a voice, and with my voice, I hope that I am able to encourage and influence others to continue to treat people with common decency and respect, because we are all human beings, and at the end of the day, the harsh reality, we're all going to be 6 feet under one day. So truly live your best life, stick up for people when they need it, and stand up for what is right. Because if you continue to stay quiet and if you continue to hide from problems that are going on in the world, they are going to continue to happen. So it is up to us, the younger generation, and some older generations, because I know the older generation, there are some of you that are like hella on board. They're like, yes, let's freaking do this. Let's make a difference. You know, I'm tired of seeing people treated unfairly. And for that, I thank you. I thank the older generation who is able to see that this is not right how we are treating our citizens. And I hope that you guys continue to uplift each other during this dark time. I really hope that we get out of this dark space. Continue to fight and continue to use your voice, because the more we use our voice, the more that we are going to be heard. I truly hope you guys do enjoy this video. Continue to stand up for what is right. Black lives matter, and all Black lives do matter. And if that pisses you off, who cares? I'm sorry. You can unsubscribe from me, dislike my video, truly don't care. I am sticking up for what is right, and I know that Black Lives Matter and all Black Lives Matter is right in my heart. And I know that America has a lot of work to do in order to change and in order to make things right for the Black community, because how the Black community is being treated right now is unfair, and it needs to stop now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you guys think. I truly hope that we will overcome this. We will. Just continue to use your voice. I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay beautiful. I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.